Yes, I can't believe it. We're back. It's Wednesday. We've got so much to talk about. What do you think of my shirt? I'm going to ask the panelists. I'm looking very frilly. Gentlemen, it's the golf show. Excited. We've got so much to talk about. The Wanderers, the Thursday series has started, and we have the winner on the show today, if you didn't know who that is, so keep a lookout. So we'll go through the results of the Wanderers, and then we've got a big Ebotse, the start of Series 2 coming up, and that is Sunday. Before you know it, we're going to be right there. And many of the same players are going to be playing that one that played Series 1, but there are a whole bunch of new guys once again. So we've got plenty to talk about, but probably the highlights will be who of the shootout teams will be playing who. So we've got a draw for you to see which team plays which. As always, I'm not alone. We have our two regular panelists lately with me. And as I mentioned, we've got the Wanderers winner, and here we are. Hello, boys. We've got Donnie on top, Rick in the middle, and Jacobs at the bottom. Jaco, thank you for joining us. First time on the show.
Yeah, thank you, Mas. Yeah, it's a big honor for me to be part of the show, so thank you for the invite.
Were you excited when I gave you a call and say, hey, we want to pick your brain?
Yes, so as I say, it's always the first for everything, so yeah, thank you.
Good, so he'll catch us up, we'll show him his scorecard, and we'll look at the Wanderers. Donnie, how's your week been?
Oh, hi, Mas. Yeah, no, it's been very good, a very busy week. Had a couple of the Ducks at Golf Concepts today. It's like just popping in, saying hello, playing a few challenges, and then also it's like hitting a couple of balls. So yeah, it's like for any other Ducks, if you guys are around Golf Concepts, pop in, even if you guys just have a drink or have something to eat at the restaurant. But you guys are always welcome, come through. So yeah, good to see your faces there.
Let me name some of the guys who were there today. It was Grant Nell, my match play partner, who came past and visited. Werner Lebowski was there to pick up his driver that he broke at the Frikkie Invitational. So he's got his driver back. And then we had Vickers Lee, who won the voucher at Services, brought his son to do what did he do?
Well, he bought his son a new set of clubs. So obviously we just had to fit the clubs to suit his son, from a lie angle, length perspective. So yeah, tomorrow morning I'm hard at graft fixing those clubs for him.
Fantastic. If you have a son, bring him along. Okay, Frikkie, finally, let's see what you have to say. How's your week been?
Yeah, it was a rough week so far. Not looking as frilly as you, Mas. Well done. Frilly thinks you're looking frilly.
Thank you.
But yeah, no, it was like a week, just tough at work, but yeah, all going well.
Fantastic. All right. Well, before we get into it, Donnie,
sorry, just to interrupt, just a quick thing. Is don't forget your ex-teammate from last year was also there today.
Yes, he dropped me. I'm putting it out there. It wasn't me. Okay, here we go. I've got a whole bunch of guys who jumped on very soon. The first one I did see was Alan Lowe. Is it coming on? Maybe not. Maybe not. That's interesting. Oh, there it is. Slow. The PC is a little slow today because we're trying to be very fancy. Anyway, then we got Hansi Aman. It's showtime. How's it, boys? How's it, Hansi? Thanks for watching. Peter Prinsley, hello, Ducks. Keegan Corbett, hello, Ducks. Keegan says even further on that he's looking forward to Ebotse. He will be joining us for his first serious game. Here it is. And for Ebotse this weekend, we look forward to welcoming you, Keegan. We've got Kira.
Can I quickly, just add a comment there. Keegan,
I'm on a roll, dude.
Good news. It looks like I might be able to get your driver tomorrow. So, here's hoping for some good things tomorrow. I'll give you a shout.
Yes. Paul Ricketts never fails to watch an episode. Hello, chaps. Another DHG week for sure. Yes. Okay. So let's get straight into it, everybody. You can keep commenting. The first thing I wanted to talk about is, if you didn't know, this week we had another hole-in-one. Can you believe it? Not in a Duckhook event, but one of the Ducks. Coach Dylan de Beer, congratulations. At range
like
par 3 fifth. If you know the par 3 fifth, that's the one with the water in front, and then you hit it over the bunker on the right, bunkers, front right, and then, yes. So that pin, where should we guess it is? Pretty much middle.
Yeah,
I think middle, yeah.
Yeah, it looks pretty much middle. Right. I liked the trivia last week, and this trivia actually comes courtesy of having a discussion with Jaco at Services, where he told me one of his little oopsies that he made. So, he knows all about it. And then I was talking to Donnie yesterday, and I said, what do you think about this? And then we researched, and it was even the answer is even more interesting than you thought, right? The question is, what is the penalty if you tee off the wrong tees? All right, we're going to answer this straight away, so you don't have to go crazy on your comments. But if you know, what is it? I'm going to go straight to Yaku. And Yaku, what is the penalty if you tee off the wrong tees? Tell us the story first.
Yeah, okay, so within the four ball, we had such a great time, had conversations, and while we were standing, and I just teed up my ball, and when I look afterwards, the other guys said, that's because we're teeing off from the wrong tee box, you're playing from the tips. Ultimately what it comes down to is because you are already disadvantaged yourself, you already get a 2-shot penalty as well. So I gave myself a 2-shot penalty.
2-shot penalty if you tee off the wrong tees. So it's a pity you had to tee off first, otherwise that wouldn't have happened.
Yeah.
Not we,
yeah, as I say, at the end of the day, I think most of the guys doesn't know that rule. So I've been penalized myself. So.
Right, so that was the answer. So in let's just put the answer in there for everybody to see. In stroke play, a general penalty, 2 strokes and re-hit from the correct tee. Okay, but then it goes one further. Okay, now there's also a match play answer, and the match play answer, Donnie, check this match play answer.
Yes, yeah. So in match play, there is actually no penalty, but it's at the discretion of your opponent if he wants you to re-hit from the correct tee or not. Otherwise, you can play the ball as it lies. So just to put it out there, and this is going to be nasty, but if somebody plays with me match play from the wrong tee and gets a hole in one, buddy, you're hitting it again.
Oh no, you can't do that. That's horrible.
Max, I don't know if you... Sorry, Max. I don't know if you remember, a couple of weeks ago, Stenson and Justin also teed off the wrong tees, and they had to go back and read. I don't know if you guys recall something like that.
They got the penalty. I remember 100%. It was one of the last tournaments of the year, wasn't it?
I think it was the last tournament. Yeah, they actually had a nice little fun chat about it. But yeah.
What I do want to say is, I don't think that won't be happening too often in a Duckhook series, because most of the match players are within the IS game, so that shouldn't happen unless you're playing outside on a private game. Then the O can re-hit. But if it's in a Duckhook game, sorry for you, it's a 2-stroke penalty. Unfortunately, I wasn't aware of the rule. And when Yaku told me, I said, but surely, why 2 strokes? You've actually disadvantaged yourself by going backwards. You teed off 30 meters back, now you must take another 2-stroke penalty. I can understand if you went front, but then maybe that's just me.
Yeah.
Golf is really difficult, so why not making it more difficult?
Yeah, very unreasonable. These golfing rule people, very unreasonable. We can change that. They changed the pin thing, they can change that thing. Right, Wanderers. Let's have a look at what happened at the Wanderers. And I just want to scroll here before I miss something. The top 10 at the Wanderers. What a great day. The course was in magnificent condition considering all the rain that had come down previous to that. So the bunkers were really good. The greens were nice and receptive, and a good pace. A little bit squishy here and there. Obviously the grass, the rough was a bit long because they can't just cut everything. But what a good day. What a good way to start it with Yaku Jacobs shooting 3 under, 39 points to take the Thursday first event. Martin Tauter came in second, played very well, and -2. Only 2 guys to shoot under par. Carl van der Meulen makes a good start to the season with Pitchketter both shooting even. Then 3 guys at +1, Alan Lowe, Hansi Herman and Wayne Jensen. Then Tyron Vickery +2, Richard Holman, well done, +2, and Derek Kruger all the way from Marble Hall shooting +2. So great start to the series, and if you're wondering, that is pretty much the top 10 of the series. We don't have to update you there. Yaku, let's get you straight into it. We're going to put the scorecard up, then we'll watch the video. But the guys watching, we want to know about this round. Take us through it.
Yeah, okay, so guys, what happened was I teed up on the first. So I started with 3 pars. One of them was a 3-pointer, and then I hit a great shot on number 4. And I think I hit it like a meter from the pin. Made a birdie, and I was 3 under after 4 holes. So then at the end, what brilliant start can you have? So the 5th hole, you know, hit myself behind trees, just chipped out next onto the fairway. Did another great iron shot, and about from 3 meters I 3-putted. So the next 6, 7, 8 had a couple of drops there, and at number 9, you know, I also hit there a great iron shot, you know, I think 1.5 meters from the pin, and made the birdie. So then the second 9, what I've done is I've changed my strategy. You know, I was really struggling from the tee. So what I decided is I'm going to take my 3-wood for the second 9. Although I'm going to lose 20 meters from the tee, my irons are really spot on. So I'd rather hit it on the green and, you know, 2-putt it from there. So if you look at holes from 10 to 13, all made par. I think number 14, I was also pushed it to the right, you know, and I also missed the green. So they chipped and 2-putted. And then number 17. Number 17 was the first. Yeah, number 17 was the first time I looked at the leaderboard. You know, I was -3 all the time, so I know, you know, I must be there at the top 5. So when I looked at Martin was at -3 at that stage. So I quickly did my calculations, you know, look at the front 9, because I know that was the count back, and he had already 21 points, and I only had 20 points. So I knew I need to win this outright. So I didn't stroke number 17, and I stroked number 18. So what I've done is, once again, a great iron shot, about 1.5 meters from the pin, made the birdie. So I made my first 3-pointers. So I knew I need to make a par on number 18. And I just went back to the leaderboard, and I suddenly saw that Martin is not back on -2. And you know, that changed the whole ball game. So all I needed to do was, I need to make a bogey on number 18, you know, to make my 2-pointer, and I'll take it by 1 shot. Yeah, so I must say, number 18, we waited long on the tee box, so it was a long 5 or 10 minutes. So all kind of things was running through your head. So yeah, so I just pushed it to the right, again just outside to the fairway, put 3 on the green and 2-putted. Yes, at last.
At last. Fantastic. Thank you for the insight on the whole scorecard there. Well done. I think many people were very happy that you had actually taken the victory. We've got Monet Akili. Yaku, looking good for the show. Congrats. Well deserved, he says. Thank you, Monet. Always a gentleman. And then Wayne, Lucky Yaku, well done and well played. Yes, very, very good. All right, as promised, let's have a look at the video from the Wanderers. Here it is. Alan, nice round of golf. Started like a house on fire, then struggled a little bit. Take us through it.
Yeah, you know, it was. I bought a new driver as well on Tuesday, so the driver was not going too bad, and then the irons was a little bit stuffy here and there, but the putting was hot, so yeah.
Somebody told me you chipped in twice.
That's correct, yes. One for a birdie and the other one for a par.
Boy, top 6 finish, happy?
Yeah, no, I'm quite happy. Struggled with a bit today off the tee box, but the scrambling went nice, so kept me in the game the whole time. So yeah, I'm happy.
Actually feeling quite surprised. It was a good day out. The course played well. I mean, we started off at 7 o'clock, so it was pretty cool then, and it didn't feel like the ball's flying as far as it should. But I'm glad we started at 7 because it's becoming really hot now. And yeah, the guys teeing off now, it's a different game, so we'll get to them. I enjoyed my game, and yeah, everything came together.
And how is the condition of the course?
course is beautiful. The amount of rain we've had here, I would be surprised if it wasn't beautiful, but it looks immaculate, and the greens are so soft. You can pitch it from 200 out. It's nice. It's beautiful course, beautiful day.
I'm glad they lifted the handicap restrictions now for the beginning of the year, so my handicap was a bit higher, which helped. But I enjoyed the course. It was well. My game was good. Better off the tee. So yes, I'm very pleased and looking forward for a good Thursday League season for 2022.
What are the goals this year?
Win Thursday League.
Win the Thursday League. That's good to hear. Bueno, 2 rounds, 2 top 5 finishes. Wow, what a good start to your season. Talk us through it.
Well, you know, it's about time. The last 2 years has been a bit tough, and I've been really trying to work on my swing. It's taken a while, but really coming together. Still missing a bit of the greens, but the short game is coming back together.
Martin, what a good round. Finished second here at Wanderers today. Are you happy with it?
Yeah, I'm very chuffed. I mean, after bombing out on the 10th and making a double on the 11th, I thought I was out of it, but I came back. So, no, lovely round. Third round is member, but I'm happy with the second place.
Bit of scoreboard pressure there?
I think I came back, so maybe not. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see.
What was your best part of your game today?
Short game. Yeah, I had a lot of one putts. I must say that if it wasn't for my putting today, I would have probably been like a good extra 6 shots over.
Duckhook, finally you've done it. Yeah, Thursday series. Only your second Thursday series at the Wanderers, and you are the champion. Well done. How are you feeling?
I must say, very relieved at this stage. I don't think I can believe that I've pulled it through. Last year it was like, I think it was 4 or 5 second places. But this time, you know, I played very well. First 9, I struggled with the putting, but my irons were spot on. Second 9, the putting was good and the irons as well. So that's why I played really well. So I'm really glad for this trophy at last.
How many do you want to win this year? This can't be the first.
Well, I would like to have maybe another 1 or 2, but anything more than that, 1 or 2, I would be happy. Anything more, yes, that would be a big smile on my face. Yeah.
You can add another smile to that because he's got a Strixon cap on, so he gets an extra dozen Q tours. So yes, I'll bring that for you at Ebotse. Okay, Jacob?
Thank you.
No problem. Right, pins. Let's get through the nitty gritty. The pins. Par 3-6 was sponsored by Strixon. Went to Pitch Skitter, and then the closest in 2 was surprisingly Ebotse. Using one of your drivers, so maybe that helped him, Donnie. He came for a fitting, took a demo, one of the pings, and there you go. Yeah. He should have played first, got the voucher, and then didn't have to pay for the fitting, didn't he? Got it all wrong. Then Wayne won EMS for closest to the pin on the 17th, which must have been really close. Let's go to the next one, which is the virtual groups on the day. It's coming. Yeah. There it is.
I say virtual groups. Okay, so obviously Jake's won there. He beat Richard, Jamie, Seppi, and Lucky with a -3. And then it looks like we've got a tie there with +3 on Group B. Billy Hall and Grant Nell beating Willie van den Berg, Okkie Brits, and Paulie again. Sorry, man. Eh?
Sorry, Paulie.
Well done, boys.
I can tell you Jamie was in my 4-ball as well. He would have never ever featured close to what this was, the way he was carrying on. The teams, the winning team.
Yeah, so the winning team is Karel van der Meeren, Lucky Jansen, Lyle Lange, and Martin Tate on a -16, 88 points. Well done, guys.
Very good.
Well done, boys.
Not a total runaway, but still a good effort with the combined even +2, +7, -2. So well done to those guys. And then we go to the all-important head-to-heads. Right, the captains was Kunrad Senior and Kunrad Junior. And I can tell you one more. Senior got 1 up over Junior because the red team has won 6 and 4 at the Wanderers. So well done to team Senior, Jensen, Kevin O, Mark Bodjo, Neville Kurz, myself, Simon, Carl, Derek, and Andre Kotze. The winners. It'll take forever to go through all that, but well done. What was the biggest difference here? Yeah, the score's actually not that bad. It would be the +3, +11 was the biggest score out of everybody that featured in this head-to-head, and that was Sean Salmon. So you might want to know, after 2 rounds, what is the player rankings look like? Well, I can tell you what the player rankings look like. Steve Saunders, because he also played at, both the top 2 guys played both games so far, but Steve finished well at the Wanderers, and Yaku not so much at Services. So Steve is leading by literally 6 points.
Yeah.
Right? 6 points.
As, can I comment on something?
Yes, sir.
I just want to take a shout out to Karel van der Meulen. Glad to see him again on the Player of the Season. Just make sure you play 22 games this year. Please, man.
Yes.
Rooting for you this year.
I'm sure he's going to go for it. He came so close in the Thursday series last season. And as you heard, I like to hear it, where he said, I said, what's his goal? And he said, well, I want to win the Player of the Thursday series. So we have somebody to chase. Okay, I thought it'd be nice to profile some of the players. So if you don't know who they are, here's a minute to get to know who they are. This is Morne Kelly.
How's the Ducks? I'm Morne Kelly. I started playing golf, it's about 2 years ago, and then this buck just caught me and I loved this game. Duckhook golf actually took my game a little bit further. I love the competition in Duckhook, really enjoy it. My goals is really realistically to get maybe to about a 12, a 10, around about there. But Duckhook really has improved my game. I really enjoy this, and all the best for the season, guys. Favorite courses by...
Sorry, a couple of things are playing at the same time, as you can hear. So I'm just trying to get it to stop. See, what's happening? Excuse me. Right. I don't know what it is. It's gone crazy. So I'm going to play this, see if this fixes it. That seems to have sorted it out. So there's 2 things playing at the same time. You were saying, Yaku, you started talking.
Yeah, so I think that technical issue that you had is maybe a good reference to what happened Saturday at Loftus, huh?
What happened at Loftus?
Yeah, so unfortunately the Bulls didn't see the victory that evening, so the Stormers went and scored at the last minute try. So unfortunately SuperSport was down, so they started celebrating. Unfortunately, they lost the game. So yeah.
Sure. It shows you. Even the big boys have technical problems. Not only the small fish, as we have it. Right, gentlemen, let us have a look at the shootout. Okay, Frikkie, you ready? You're one of the captains. You're the Thursday series captain.
Looking forward to this. Yeah.
Okay, so what we've done, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this quickly. Boom. We're in different windows. Aha. Okay, it's working. I think this is why things are slow. Are you ready? So what we have here is a wheel. We've got all the captains. The wheel's going to spin. It's going to choose the first 2 matches, and then the 2 remaining are going to play each other on that side. So this is for AM. Are we ready? This is the AM spin. Let's see what happens. So we're spinning, we're spinning, we're spinning, we're spinning, we're spinning. Still spinning. Right, and it's going to be...
Frikkie.
Amper! Yes, okay, so Frikkie.
Yes.
Who will Thursday series team be playing against?
Oh, let's Maz, can we quickly ask this? Who do you want to play?
Go. Frikkie, who do you want to play?
Randall. Yes, let's do it.
Okay, well, let's have a look.
I want to face Donnie.
Good luck that one, huh?
So, Thursday series will be playing.
Give my Randall. Come on, man.
Is it? Stop already.
Oh, it's gonna be Randall. Yeah.
Okay, so you're taking on Sunday series 1. So that means that Ronnie, Sunday series 2, will take on the Barbarian. So this is the AM matches, everybody. Thursday series versus Sunday series 1. Happy?
Frikkie?
Yeah,
awesome.
Frikkie, I just want to show you something when we get back onto that main screen.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Because we've got to do the next one. What do you want to show us?
I've got you, buddy. I've got your number.
All right, now what this spin is, this is to decide who's going to pick the PM, okay? So we're ready. Here we're going to spin again, so we've got all the 4 captains. And then obviously, that captain cannot play the same team again, so 2 will fall out. So, who's going to pick? Randall is going to pick. Right. So, who's Randall going to choose? Well, who's this? Who's the wheel of spin going to choose? It can either be Ronnie or the Barbarians, which is captained by Billy Hall. Let's go. They will. So, this is deciding the PM teams. And they will be playing.
Okay. You're gonna take Ronnie, so we take Billy then, eh?
Right, 100%. So Ronnie. So the PM. So this is what it looks like for PM. Everybody, it looks like this. Randall's playing. So Sunday 1 is playing Sunday 2. Thursday is playing the Barbarians. Right, now if you're not part of it or you can't remember, what happens with the other 2 teams that are not playing each other? Well, this is what happens with the other 2 teams. It becomes a virtual competition. Okay, so Thursday team will take on Series 2, 10 matches, which is singles, right? And then the Barbarians take on Series 1. So what I mean by singles is that each player from each team will take on the other opponents for the whole day, 36 holes. The highest points that you score will go towards the points total. So for example, and you play both, because for example, if I'm playing Donnie, and that's how we get, well, it can't be, oh, this thing is all over the place. I really do apologize, but it is all over the place. If I'm playing Donnie, then in the morning, if I get 35 points and he gets 30 points, in the afternoon, he still has a chance to catch me, because if he can shoot 36 and I shoot 28, so you can kind of level it out. So don't forget, there will be that part of the shootout. Jaco, it's your first shootout, right?
That's correct, yes.
Oh, you're looking forward to it?
Yeah, of course. Started last year, first year of Duckhook, so yeah. Happy I qualified for this year for the shootout.
Awesome. Well, it's going to be great fun. It's always a highlight of everything. Okay, as I mentioned, Jaco was wearing the Strixon cap. And if you're wearing a Strixon cap, well, you're getting yourself a dozen balls. So he adds to the group. This is the class of 2001. Right, we're moving on to Ebotse, everybody. And this is what the calendar looks like. It starts, as you know, at the Ebotse links. And then we move on to February at Heron Bank on the 20th of February. 27th of March is Centurion. 24th of April is CMR. And 22nd of May will be Royal Joburg West. One of the last opportunities to play the West Coast for a while, because they are doing work. 26th of June is Danefern. 24th of July is Kyalami. 21st of August is Glendower. 25th of September is Jimiston. And then a new course is Acacia on the 23rd of October. And then ERPM will wrap it all up on the 20th of November. So now you know, for the guys who are dedicated to Series 2, what you have coming. Those are the courses, 11 great courses to remember. You don't just have to play Series 2, you can play all of them. Right, a quick trivia. How much earth was moved to create the Ebotse links layout? Does any, well, first of all,
many divots you've made.
Yeah, first of all, how do you define earth? I mean, well, we know it's earth, sand and stuff, but how much, it's metric tons or metric less than tons. How much of that do you think was moved around? Do we have any guesses?
Plenty. Plenty. That's all I can say.
No idea. A lot.
A lot, considering that they had to sculpt that entire golf course. So I'll have the answer for you for a bit later. All right, boys, let's have a look. The scorecard, the only inland links in South Africa. National ranking is 46, designed by Peter Makovich and Mark Hayes, and home of the Duckhook Open. I'm sure many of us have played this golf course, and as we always say, it is really a thinking golf course. You cannot miss too many fairways, and you really have to course manage this as well. Boys, what do you think?
Yeah, Maz, you know, I was one of the unfortunate ones that played Ebotse just after it opened, and you know, the course has changed, you know, over the years. You know, I remember my first round there, it's like you had your fairway, you had your semi or first cut rough, which was basically like almost, you can say 4 to 5 meters long, and then you had that love grass that was standing hip high, and if a ball went in there, you lost it completely. So yeah, the course has changed. I think it's a good layout. Obviously they've just made it easier to find golf balls and stuff. But I think, like you said, it's a challenging track. You need to think your way around. It's just not a stand and hit a drive off every tee box. So like I always say, placement is the key. It's like you want to be in play, and that's the main thing.
Frikkie, you've won an Open there. What do you think?
Lucky, yes. But yeah, no, look, it's a lovely course. We played there when it was summer, I think somewhere last year at the end, I think, as Donnie said, after the Open. I prefer it, obviously, to play in the summer. But yeah, I mean, I would say, my approach would be if I can survive on hole 11, 12, 13 without making any big scores from that one, then, I mean, you're in for it. The rest of the course is pretty decent, but I mean that 11, 12, 13 hole, I mean, for some reason that just climbs into our heads. And I think, Maz, you also had a big one on 12, if I'm not mistaken, previously. So yeah, it's a tough course, but yeah, looking forward to play it in summer.
What do you mean a big one on 12?
Big score.
In the middle, in the Open, isn't it?
8th, par 3, 8th, people.
I'm sure you had
not last year, I think the year before.
Yeah, I make 10s on that hole very often, so it could be in the last 5 years. I cannot play that par 5, I really cannot.
You see.
Yeah. I'll be honest, when they actually changed it to a par 3 for the few months, I really enjoyed that hole.
I'm sure.
Yes, 100% right.
Well, let's have a look at some of the flyovers. Let's have a look. I just chose 2 holes. We've got the 9th hole, which is if you're finishing on this hole, very daunting because it's not very long, but you still need to find the fairway, right? It must be one of the hardest fairways to find, and I'm not even being funny.
Yeah, Maz, I'll agree with you with that. It's like, if you're standing on the tee box, everything runs down to the environmental area on the right. So you almost have to favor that left-hand side, but then as you look at the video, you've got a water hazard to go over, you've got those 3 bunkers on the left-hand side, so everything from there is just, like you said, it's a daunting tee shot, but your main thing is just to get into that fairway that you've got a mid-iron in, or even like a sort of a shorter iron. And I would say a par or 2 points on that hole is like you take it and run.
Jaco, if you had a one-shot lead, how would you play that hole? I'm not too sure if you stroke. Do you?
Me now?
No, Jaco.
Okay, so conservative, just mentioned earlier as well. My driver is at this stage a little bit shaky, so I would definitely 3-wood, maybe even go with 5 irons. It's not a very long hole, so strategy placement, as Donnie mentioned earlier, is key. So you can either have 2 more irons into the green, and at least you're safe, hopefully. So yeah, I'll play that conservatively as well. And
yeah, definitely, yes.
He's 100% right with that, because that's how I got the Open at that stage. I think I was tied in the lead, stroke on that hole, 4 iron over the water, pitching wedge in, 2 putt, and box your uncle. So yeah, I'll never hit a drive on that hole.
Would you like to explain how I went when I won the Open? I hit it out of bounds, right? Dropped, then hit probably a wedge to the back of the green, right at the back, and the pin was all the way in the front. So it must have been easily plus 10 meters, and drained the putt. That's how you win Opens, people. You drain the putt from monsters. That's the only way. The ball needs to go in the hole.
That's just a thing though. Which hole on that course do you like? Just from a layout and playability wise.
I'll get back to you. Let's have a look at the 10th quickly, and let me decide, because there must be one that I always do well in. This is the 10th, Frikkie. If you're starting on this one.
Yeah, man. So lovely hole. I would say normally maybe a driver hole. I think on the 10th, or is it the first that I'm thinking of? So maybe a hybrid, and then it's going to be a longish shot between the 2 little heads. Can I say? But yeah, this is a tough hole. I think it's a low stroking hole, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And to me, maybe a hybrid, long iron in, hopefully make a 2-putt.
Donnie, I still don't have an answer for you because generally I suck at all the holes. It was just that day that it all came right. I must be honest. Yeah.
Mas, I would have thought that you would take that one hole, the par 5, the one that goes between the two hills. I mean, that's a lekker hole. Would have thought that suits you, basically.
That's number 7, yeah.
Yaku, which hole do you like?
I must say I like number 3 and 4. Number 4 is a stroke 1. That's...
You right?
Yeah, stroke 4. Yeah, number 4 is stroke 1. You know, that's also a challenging one because everything slopes from the right to left, and you've got that little bit of a waste area that's in the middle of the fairway. So, you know, sometimes you hit a good drive, and unfortunately you land into that. So, yeah, as you say, you might be the golfing course, might be with you.
Jacques says, Ebotse is so different. I love it. I agree with you. There's no other course quite like it.
Yeah.
I must say, it's like just from my side, it's like I know Fricky hates this hole, it's the back end of his Fricky corner, but hole number 13, I think that's one of the best holes on that course because you know if you're a long hitter, you can go for that green, you can actually fly the green if you hit it too well. You know the best play is just to take a 4-iron down the center of the fairway and you've got like a lob wedge hit. But yeah, it's like that. That small little voice up in your head that says to you, is like, you hit it well, you can get that green in 1. I think that's a stunning hole.
Okay.
It's a terrible hole, man. You can't hit drive, you can't hit 4-iron, can't hit 6-iron, you can't hit wedge. You always find the bunkers on the right-hand side. No, I hate that.
So maybe just
go for it,
sorry guys. Yeah, so if you look at number 13, that's that one with the dam on the right-hand side. There's got a bunker running next to the dam. So that's natural water hazard. So how does the rule normally apply? So you either, if you hit it into the natural water hazard, you've got only 2 club lengths. Or you hit it from where you hit it originally. So you need to drop in that bunker, correct?
Well, there is a small section of grass between where the stakes are and the bunker. But if you're lucky enough, you get a good spot that you can drop on that grass. Otherwise, like you said, you have to drop into the bunker there and play it where it stops.
Okay, answer your question.
But you're going to hit it straight anyway, so don't worry about it. Okay.
I've got a question here from Billy Hall. I just want to put this in. I've been going through everybody's comments. It says, Luki het laat jaar een major daar gewen. Well, that was 2020, and that was out of the first lockdown.
I'll see.
So, in 2020, he did win that.
Drink?
Yep. Naze, I won 2021.
Yeah.
Right, let's go to the field because we've got a nice field that is coming. We've got lots of new players. So this is the first tee. Starting off at 11 o'clock, the whole thing is full. Clint Burris, Matthew Whittle, Russell Taney, and Kevin Ho are taking everybody off. They probably want to get home sooner, so I hope you don't. If you win, you've got a long wait, gentlemen. Graham de Villiers, who I'm putting my money on, he will win. The end. He's playing with Bobby van der Spey, Donnie Geldernes, and Alan Lowe. We could go through everything, but I'm not. I'm going to pick up some of the new boys. There we see Kyle Rawlins, who's on watching. His friend Ivan Kuhn will be joining. Martin and Alan Cook. I hope Alan makes it. He gets injured quite often, so let's see if he can make it to Ebotse. Andre Marais, or Marais, is there. Don't know who he is. And then Cornell has brought a whole host. So the last 2 Forbes, Cornell, Koos van Zyl is brought. Dean Bester is back in the field. Edwin Schultz, Keegan Corbett, Werner Snootskieter is going to be his first game. Well done, meneer Werner. Second tee, Karuna, Rakesh, Sing, and Pranay Pandey and Ruta Monkeys will be taking everybody off the 10th tee. That could be interesting. Anybody else that I should... Kunrad, please look after Greg Harworth. He didn't have the greatest round at services, so let him enjoy the company of 2 great gentlemen. Maurits Malherbe is new. Barant Schuld. Stefan Lombard is all new players. Rohan Wenzel. Oh, I see Andre Moraes is in this field twice, which is not a good thing. We're going to have to sort that one out. Unless he can play both tees at the same time.
Mesa, can I quickly say something?
Donnie, what's happening there?
Simon just must bring his patient pants. I see he's playing just behind Robert Michael. So good luck, eh?
Who's that?
Simon.
Oh,
Robert is just playing in the football in front of him.
oh, I see.
I love you, Robert.
Donnie, okay there? What's happening?
Yeah, I'm just laughing at your pronunciation of Afrikaans surname. So just to put it out there, guys, all the Afrikaans gents, Maz will start from tomorrow Afrikaans surname pronunciation course at Concepts.
That might be a good idea. Okay, I have an announcement. We have a Part 3 sponsor that will be on board for a while. And this is who they are. It is Golf Raid. The closest to the pin, the winner will win a case. I tell you, a case of Golf Raid.
That's pretty awesome.
Man, I think you need to stop wearing Hawaii.
Yeah, I think it's a shirt. Anyway, I did a nice little promo for them. I didn't even get to play. So I want to play it because I put it together. Can we try it again, please?
Yes.
Let's go.
So there you go. So the winner will get a case, as I mentioned, of energy drinks. The case will go a long way, I must say. That'll last you a whole month.
Absolutely.
Oh, damn. So welcome aboard. They will be there on the day. They'll have their little gazebo set up. So taste their brands of what brands do they have? They have the strawberry. They have the zingy orange, juicy berry, and dragon. Oh, sorry, I can't see that one. Here are the pins. Here are the pins. Golf Concepts will do the closest to the pin is the par 4 first, so almost straight up, and then the closest in 2, par 3 8th will be the closest to the pin, and the par 3 11th will be the closest to the pin, where they will be setting up, everybody. And if you do not know what the 11th looks like, this is what it does look like. I can't remember the last time I did not hit this in the water, to be honest.
And you still want a major? How can you do
Yo,
that, man?
dude, played to the handicap.
Look, you won a major and you couldn't get off the tee box on 13.
Yeah, that's true, eh?
So that's what that looks like, everybody.
Yeah,
All right.
This is a lovely.
Yeah, that's a daunting all that.
The last two things. It's the groups. These are the virtual groups, Frikkie.
Okay, yeah. Simon Meyer, Barend, Pieter, Prinsloo, and Aldefury. I'm not going to vote for Simon there because he's playing behind Jaime. Sorry for that. I'll definitely go for Aldu. Group B, Barry Venter, Martin Tauter, Jamie Sherry, Vickers Lee. Jamie, after a bad game, normally bounces back, so money is on Jamie. Group C, Keegan Corbett, Lucky Janssen, La Langley, Pernay, Pandy. Panday, sorry. I would go for Lucky due to him winning there before. So yeah, money on Lucky. Good luck, boys.
I'm going to go with Lyle. There were some boys that had a practice round. Am I not mistaken? On Tuesday. I think Lyle will probably be in it. And Kero was there. So boys, just drop on the line what you thought of the course. How's it looking? And if you put in there Greens are Hollertand, I will stop and find you. And yeah. Okay.
Imagine.
Head to heads. Here we go. Kelly is the captain, and Leon Duplessis is going to be the captain. They will take their troops and try and extend their lead if they're the red team, or catch up if they are the blue team. So we've got Billy Hall, Peter Zach, Dana Perimal, Sean Lawless, Charles Ferreira, Kero O'Connell, Matthew Whittle, Karuna Kuni, and Kyle Rollins in the red team. And the blue team, joining Leon, is Jacques Lutte, Jaco Jacobs. There you go, Leon Westhuizen and myself, Ryan Jensen, Dani Gelderhuis. Sure, I think this team is packed to try and pull it back together. What do you think?
Yeah, it's a whole panel on the blue team, eh? So looking forward to that.
Sure, and that is just by coincidence. Can you believe it?
Yeah.
This is not rigged, guys.
Promise you, it's not. Random. Wait, Kira's here. Well done, Kira. Kira types very fast. I wonder if he's watching his laptop. The course looked great. Didn't experience much tough. Spent most of the time looking for snakes. Ach nee, man. So what are the greens like? What are the greens like, Kira? Type fast. Leon, as the captain says, blue team for the win. Definitely. Let's see if the blue team, we're on your team. We'll see if we can pull it through. And sorry, Monet, he says rigged. Yeah, he says rigged. I promise you, it's not rigged. Promise you. Promise. Okay, I'm going through. I'm going through the comments because I put up there how much earth was moved in the process.
While you're going through the comments, I'm just going to say I'm looking forward to my Karuna game. I think last time I played against him was at Highland Gate 2 tours back, and he whipped my butt. So yeah, I'm going to take him on Sunday. Looking forward.
Cool. All right, I've finally reached some of these answers. Louis Jensen says more than 2 wheelbarrows. Right. Definitely more than Martin. 1,750 tons. Okay. I wonder how much that is. There was some more. Alan Lowe, 3,200 tons. Right.
Sure.
And then the Googlers got the answer right.
Dorian.
And 50,000.
And Leonard Duplasani, also well googled. 2 million square meters of earth was moved. Okay, 2 million square. I want to see if this is going to be exact copy and paste from Dorian. Hold on. No, I can't find it because they would have found the same web page. They would have copied the same sentence to give us the answer. But I know Dorian's answer is here somewhere, but I can't find it. Okay. So many great comments. Kuba says, love the 11th and the 12th. Russell says, Kuba Skuman probably lost 2 balls per hole on the back 9 that takes him to hit that many shots. I don't know if that's in relation to anything. I apologize. Boys, and if you don't have anything else to say, then that's it from me.
I just want to do one shout out just before we go. Older Leon van Aarde. It's like, hope you don't have nightmares still of Ebotse.
Why?
Listen, he's playing with me, so don't worry. We'll find all the. Don't worry.
What's the story?
Remember the first time he actually ever played the course was in the major, and it was a medal event.
Yeah, it's the one that Jaco won. Jaco Grobler.
Oh, okay. And
the first Jaco Grobler.
Van Aarde, not Oosthuizen?
No, Van Aarde, sorry. Van Aarde.
Yeah, confusing me. Van Aarde, he was the one who was crying. Yeah, of course. Hansi Aman says, awesome to see new sponsors aboard. Hey, everybody knows. That is legendary.
Yes. Sorry, Leon.
If there was a book of legendariness...
I'm sorry, Leon. It's like he wasn't supposed to say you did that on the course. I think that's a fine for Maz.
Yeah, he's going to have a big one now.
You got to remember, if there was like a highlights reel of Duckhook in general, that would be part of it. For sure.
Leon gaat het wrong.
Yes.
Prove Donnie wrong.
Hey, I just gave a shout out to us like to say he doesn't have bad dreams, nightmares.
Okay, that's it. I'm saying goodbye now. Let's just go into this block. Okay, everybody. Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure. Thank you for joining us once again. We'll see you on Sunday at Ebotse. The player pack will go out soon. Donnie, Frikkie, and Jaco, it's been great. All the best. We'll see you next week to recap. Cheers.
Cheers.